You're listening to Reality in 5D with your host, Matt.
And Courtney.
And today we're recapping Real Housewives of Rhode Island, Season 1, Episode 5, Schooner or Later.
A tongue twister.
Yeah, it actually, for me, I was like, this is starting off kind of weird. I'm Alicia at her house prepping a pool party, and then it immediately flashes to Ruella doing some random scheduling, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah, looking busy.
And Rosie's doing her little e-show, and then all of a sudden she gets a phone call from her friends, and they're asking her to bring some girls over to their boat party, but she's like, I don't know, after the campfire situation, if she's going to bring everyone, if she trusts everyone. And then we flash back to Alicia at the pool, and this is when Joellen shows up, and she says that her grandpa passed. He was 100 years old.
Oh, not the grandpa.
I know, it's so sad. And then Liz shows up and starts to fill Joellen in about the bonfire situation. The one where Alicia went crazy on Rosie. She felt that Rosie had turned on her when Rosie was like, maybe you should tell Liz what you said behind her back. And Alicia flipped out. She gave her the whole, this is how we do it in Rhode Island, bitch. Remember?
Oh,
And
yeah.
then like stormed
Hugged it
away and came back. Yeah. And then they hugged it out 2 seconds later.
That was hilarious.
But Alicia still kind of seems butthurt. Did you notice that? Like she
Yeah.
keeps bringing it up over and
Yeah.
over.
She's fixated on it for sure. But, I mean, I guess shots fired are shots fired, you know?
I mean, I guess, yeah. I thought, Liz at the end of the pool party brought up that them attacking Ruella was low-laying fruit. You know what I mean? She's kind of like, you need to lay off of her. Like, she's already going through enough right
Taking
now.
her while she's down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also, I'm like, it feels like Ruella has accepted it. That Brian is scum.
Yeah, she also did a good job of staying silent while he did all the talking. That was rather obnoxious.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, are you a housewife now?
And he hates it. He hates the cameras. I don't understand why she's here. It's giving Kelsey Grammer, Camille Grammer vibes. Like, he's like, here, I'm getting do this one season with you, and then I'm going to go on. But we'll get more to them in just a minute. Because now we show up at Kelsey's house, and that house is amazing.
Is that the one with the hair salon? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I don't think it's her house. It's the boyfriend's house, because she said the hair salon was there when she got there, and she's like, oh, this is perfect for me, Ashley arrives, Bachelor Nation Ashley, and she's like completely fangirling over this house like the entire time. And that's when Kelsey does Ashley's hair.
She did such a great
She
job.
did a really good job.
I loved the curl. I loved the cut. I think she did a really great job. The salon looked professional, especially compared to her other stylist. I think she said was her sister, who was doing it literally in her kitchen sink.
She like laid
on the counter.
across the counter. Yeah.
So I'm sure that experience was, much better. And she deserved that.
She did. She said that she builds all of her clientele through Instagram, which then Ashley, compares to her influencing, because that's how she made money before Housewives, I guess, or competing multiple times on The Bachelor or whatever that was.
Well, and when you do hair and makeup, like in the salon industry, your business depends heavily off of like that kind of stuff, your social medias. That's where people are looking at your profiles and your, portfolios and things that you can do. So that's how you build your clientele, essentially.
Well, that's actually like exactly why Kelsey was mad at Rosie, because she said that she had Rosie over and she did her hair and did her makeup for a post, or maybe not for a post, for an event.
Yeah.
And then Rosie had like no support. She didn't post anything about it,
No
but she had
pictures.
seen where she had done that for other people, so she was butthurt about
Mm-hmm.
it. And she also brought up that she felt like she couldn't get to know Rosie, which I'm like, it feels like you do know her. Like the way that they're tipping feels personal.
Yeah, because when she said there's not anything that she likes about her, and
Like,
she's like
yeah, I
crying,
can't
but
find the good in Rosie. Oh
Mhm.
yeah, I thought that was pretty intense.
Yeah,
They're coming for her
you're
this
coming for
episode.
someone's like character. Like, whoa.
Because so now we have Alicia coming for Rosie, kind of on and off. They hug it out, but they're back. She's coming back for her, and we've got Kelsey coming for Rosie. So
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like they're coming for the pretty girl. You know what I mean? Like they just don't like her for that.
We still have Liz and Dolores, who I cannot tell apart on the yacht at all.
No, literally. Which yeah, so Rosie brings the girls on to is it her friends Jack and Anthony's boat for a birthday party.
Yes.
And
We all know how the yacht parties go.
uh-huh. And Roella and Joellen, that's a tongue twister right there.
Mhm.
This is the first time that they are seen together or they've seen each other
Oh,
since
yeah.
that whole conversation with the husbands at the
Well, and
table.
then the grandfather passing. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then it immediately goes right back to Alicia talking about how Rosie pissed her off. I'm like, you are still mad. You may have hugged it out 5 minutes later, but you're still mad. Why did we hug it out? You know what I mean?
To save face.
Yeah.
That was all that was.
But all of this is going to come back up. This is TV.
Yeah. Resentment
And then
at its finest.
and then all of a sudden the guy on the sail, he fell. Did you see that? He
Oh,
literally
yeah.
they like pull it up and all of a sudden
Was that
he,
Dolores or was that Liz who was like, "Do you need help?" And then he like fell over. She's like, "I knew it. I knew you
he
needed help."
slammed into the ground. I was like, that is absolutely crazy. I can't believe it. Um
Was he okay? Did we ever get any confirmation on that?
no, I think it was just like a random pan and production was like, yeah, to be continued.
We need an update.
Yeah, honestly, that was the funniest part of the whole boat because then it was like Rosie was already like, I don't feel understood. I'll never be good enough. And Kelsey brings up that she was upset that she didn't post her. She got no credit. Rosie was kind of rude about it. She's like, I mean, you didn't take a picture of the back of my head. That's not my job. Like,
Still,
which, I mean, we worked in the salon industry, and, you know, it is your job to take the picture. If you rely on the client to take a picture for you, you're going to get the most filtered, like, face front, barely anything shot. You know what I mean? If you wanted a
yeah.
picture to sell your work, maybe she just wanted her to say, oh, yeah, Kelsey did my hair. Go give her a visit to her salon. You know what I mean?
A
Which,
little shout out. We worked in the salon industry, so you know that we understand how the game works.
yeah.
And that is your business is dependent on word of mouth and your photos. So I get it, but she should have also taken control of her business and taken that photo for herself
Mm-hmm.
and for her own portfolio. You can't just trust your friends to do it the way you would have wanted it done and then be mad at them because they didn't.
I mean, they're literally bitching over Instagram and fighting over Instagram. And I feel like this is like anytime a housewife franchise films on a boat,
Hmm.
it's not going to be good. Scary Island from New York.
Yeah.
Like,
They're fighting on the boat, and meanwhile, the deck crew member has like broken ribs.
right, Salt Lake City on Below Deck.
Oh my
It never ends well.
god.
They kind of rushed through the boat after that. They were like, well, we got what we wanted. Everyone cried. Everyone had their moment. Kelsey still hates her. Yeah, still hates Rosie.
Nothing really changed.
There's a lot of boats in
Yes.
Rhode Island. Have
Yeah.
you noticed this? Because then we've got Liz and Jerry. They take the boat for one last ride because Jerry, what, 5 episodes in, is now
Oh
selling the
yeah. Is
gypsy.
this the gypsy?
Uh
Yeah.
huh.
Does anyone else think it's sus that like the first episode is about his like birthday party or whatever? It was like a big party for him. And we hear that he never comes around, has to send some other dude to like,
Dino.
yeah, Dino.
Where did that go? We haven't heard from Dino in two
He has to
episodes.
send Dino to take care of his wife because she said she sees him 1 week out of like the whole month or whatever. And now we have a party for him, episode 1. And what episode are we on? 2?
5. We're
Okay.
on
Oh,
episode
jeez.
5.
Okay.
Yeah, a
Well,
lot
still,
happens.
next thing we know, they're selling the boat immediately, and he's going to spend more time with her.
She said that before he had the boat. Honest, before we get into this, did you see the checks?
Yeah.
There were stacks of checks lined up, huge numbers for fishing. I'm like, okay, that's insane, but it makes sense. But she said they had spent 14 years together. He was always by her side. And then, boom, out of nowhere, he's gone fishing. But I mean, he's gone getting you
But
hundreds
then
of
the
thousands of
cameras
dollars.
pick up and appear, and boom, he's back.
Didn't he beat Michael Jordan? She said.
What is everyone's fixation with Michael Jordan
And the
on the
housewife.
show?
Well, think they're Gen X.
We
I
need,
mean,
but I still need. Michael Jordan disowned Drew when she's tried to say she was related to him. Remember, he was like,
wouldn't
"I do
you? I
not know
disown
her."
Drew, and I'm not related to her.
I wonder what he has to say about this fishing tournament. I need him to sound off too. We're gonna have to update.
Well, she said that she resented him. And I'm like, okay, we're slowly peeling back the Dino onion. But
Mm,
I mean, to go on TV and say some of the things that these
yeah,
housewives say about their husbands, I'm like, you're putting it out there forever. I feel like that's why a lot of
they
these end
kind of
in
act
divorce.
unfazed by it. Like the husbands are just like,
Yeah, she hates me. It's the money. Yeah,
yeah.
totally. She said she's glad the boat's gone.
I mean, I think she's wanted this for a long time. He just was looking for the right opportunity and found it.
Are we going to get more of the Dino storyline, or is he gone now that
So
the
is the
gypsy's gone
gypsies. Yeah.
and Jerry's back?
Oh, interesting. Hmm. That sounds like some uncharted waters over
Ooh,
there.
I see what you did there.
Huh. Thanks.
Now, the Ruella Joellen sit down is when it starts to get a little bit more interesting, or showdown, should I say.
Oh,
Juella, Ju.
Llewellyn.
You literally,
Gave it
Joellen,
a British twist to it.
has a sit down and she kind of tells Ruella that the whole affair is still happening. Ruella's like,
Yeah.
no, it's not. She says that the girl who daycares with Joellen has the text. The mistress daycares with Joellen.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. And then Ruella said that Brian said she fakes all of her texts with AI. That's not how it was laid out. Honestly, she's like going on and on about how this girl completely fakes everything. She makes up all these text messages using AI. And they're like, who told you that? And she's like, Brian told me that. And I'm like, of
Oh,
course,
yeah.
Brian told you that.
Why does
You
she
believe the
sound so
troll.
brainwashed? Ugh. It's kind of getting like I felt bad for her at first. I wanted to like shake her, and even her family at first. Like I was like, I don't know when they were talking about, well, forgive him the first time. I was like, oh, she just doesn't have any kind of support.
Her culture doesn't believe in divorce. She said that.
But then she met with the aunts, and I was like, and who wanted to hurt him?
That wasn't her aunt. That was Alicia's aunt.
Oh,
Yeah, they were
she needs
like,
more
no, I
women
hope,
in
I
her life
pray
like
that
that.
you hurt him. I hope we get even. I was like, okay, I love her. Bring her on the
Yes.
show. She is perfect. And Joellen's like, Brian goes and brings you the mistress coffee every morning. And Ruella's like, no, he's at the gym every morning.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
like,
I have a tracker, which is like the creepiest sentence ever
okay, so
spoken.
Brian parks his car at the gym and meets the mistress who picks him up, or however that goes. But let's be real here.
Yeah. He obviously thinks he's playing that one off.
Joellen says, does he look like he goes to the gym? And she's like, yeah, he does. I'm like,
Have you ever like stopped by to make sure he was there? Seen him on like the elliptical? What is he doing?
I don't get it. I guess it's the money. He's a surgeon, right?
What is it? Planet Fitness? He's hooking up in the showers or something.
Ew.
Oh, I forgot he's a surgeon. He's a foot doctor.
Oh, that's right.
Okay,
A
I'm not.
podiatrist.
See, this is why I can't get down with the foot stuff. It's always, ooh, no shade, but like, ooh, gross.
And they're getting ready to meet for the sprinter, right? To go, and it's always the housewife sprinter as well. It's the boats and the sprinters you've got to worry about. But
Yeah. Confined areas.
they all meet at the family restaurant that Alicia and Bill own. It's Rosie, Kelsey and her side piece, not the boyfriend whose massive house we filmed in this episode, but her side piece.
Oh yeah, he's in Florida.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah, the side piece loves being on camera, loves being by her
Loves it.
side. Yeah.
Wearing his sleeveless shirts and thinking he's
And then we've got
Oh,
Joe Ellen, and what's her husband's name? Is it Gary? Jerry?
oh, I think it's Gary. Jerry.
I'm not sure. I don't know. I like the
Yeah,
husband. I like
I
their
don't know
dynamic
the
together.
husbands like that.
But all of a sudden it pans right back and Kelsey's like, I still hate Rosie. Like she makes some other side dig. I'm like, we're gonna get 100 of these. It's kind of funny at this point. And then Ruella shows up with the troll. And then Brian mysteriously gets on this sprinter, and I swear he sees Joellen and her husband, and he's like, boom, all of a sudden, phone rings, mom called, I need to get out of here. And
Perfect excuse.
and then he goes to his mom, and they call and talk to Ruella, and he's gone with the mom, and she's back at home by herself. Why didn't she just stay? If he's gonna go off with the mistress or the mom or whatever, let's be real. Why did Ruella not just stay and do her job? Why didn't you stay and film?
Well, he has an elaborate scheme so that it looks natural, but the problem is he's so smug and thinks that this looks like plausible and that he has like a realistic situation or alibi. Like, who's gonna question me? This was genius, perfect, and like everyone can see through it and is like, this is even more.
Inconsistent. And
Yeah,
it's even more inconsistent that we get to this polo match and like Rosie goes out there, she does her little coin toss, and then Ruella comes back to the polo match. And I don't know if I looked down and missed it, but I didn't see Brian at first. So I'm like, oh, here we go. She's back. He's off with the mistress, obviously. And then Kelsey throws another Rosie jab in there, like another little, oh, I hate her. She didn't post me on Instagram. She over exaggerates for the show. And
she's jealous.
then we get Brian again, Ruella's husband, and he's here at the polo match without a ring, which everyone calls out, and they're all like kind of like circling. Do you
And of
notice
course, yeah,
this?
it's a perfect excuse that is remembered and rehearsed too. I
Hmm.
was putting gel in my son's hair.
And
Like,
I'm a surgeon, and it
whoa,
hurts. I'm like, oh,
yeah,
interesting. Yeah.
yeah. Your over explanation for everything is not needed, sir.
Well, while that's going on, Joellen gets a text message with pics that were from that day
Oh yeah, on
of
Instagram.
Brian with the mistress, and she literally gets out this whole like the timeline. Like she came ready. Liz turns around. She like Joe Ellen's like, go get Ruella. So Liz runs over. She's like trying to be a good friend because she doesn't want to kick a dog while it's down. You know what I mean? Or go for the low hanging
At that
fruit.
point, she was looking out for her and like, F him. He's the problem. She's not my problem.
Uh-huh. And the second Liz walks up to Ruella, Brian's like, absolutely not. I'm not going to talk about this on camera. We're 5 episodes in, and Brian has broken the fourth wall like how many times now? You're not a housewife.
And
You're
then
not
when
even a
things
good
start
house
getting hot,
husband.
and he's like, "Oh, we gotta go. Oh, don't ask me any questions.
I don't want to embarrass
Don't
myself
talk
more
to
than I already
her.
have, or
Yeah.
my family.
Don't isolate her and tell her what's going on. She might actually leave me this time."
And then Joellen pulls out the Instagram story that has a timestamp from that day of Ruella and the
Gross.
husband. And Ruella's like, look at what she's showing. Look at this. And she like pulls her in. I feel like Joellen is being labeled as a mean girl, but she's like had enough.
Yeah.
And she can't stand to see her being taken advantage of. And she brings that up several times, but she's going in. She's like, if we're going to do this here, we're going to do this. And I feel like all the girls were kind of circling him like a vulture anyway. They were ready.
Yeah.
They're like, at least own it, take accountability.
I
We're
feel
never going
like
to
that
move
they all
on.
piped or chimed in.
Yeah. And Brian ran. The second they go to have that heart to heart, Brian's like out.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. Joellen wrote his ass the entire time. And then he kind of admitted it. You know what I mean? He's like, I'm saying what I need to say because everyone knows, but like, get me off the camera. Like,
But what was that? He made a comment when he was talking to one of the other husbands. Ooh, that thunder is so crazy. Um, he made a comment that was like, it's one of those, I got myself in a situation where I don't want to hurt her, but I can't get myself out of it.
and that made me wonder, are we talking about Joe Ellen's job because he came for it and he was explaining to the husband, or are we talking about the marriage?
I'm pretty sure it was the marriage
You're
because
right.
they were talking that.
All of the guys were talking about how we all know, please. We just don't gossip in front of everyone
Yeah.
like you all are doing right now for a career. But Ruella is silent the entire time.
The entire time. I mean, granted, she's embarrassed by the situation. That's embarrassing for her, and he doesn't care.
Well, she has some support. Did you not hear Alicia chime right in?
If it wasn't wasn't for Alicia and her family, honestly, I don't think this girl knows what true support is.
Yeah,
And even when Joellen was trying to be real with her and
but
give her a
Alicia's
heads
like,
up,
get over
she
it. I
looked at it like,
understand.
oh,
I'm
I
here
don't
for it.
believe her. I think she's just being mean. She's not used to anyone truly caring for her.
I can see that.
She doesn't know what that even looks like. You can tell.
Well, and even Liz is like, at this point, come on, you can't blame Joellen. Like, the man did this here.
Yeah.
Everyone just wants Ruella to face it. I mean, girl, he has
I don't even think it's Ruella. Well, I mean, yeah, we do want her to speak up and like,
she's allowing it to happen.
yeah, but I want him to like pipe down and I want her to pipe up.
Who was it that was like, she has bad mistress etiquette? Can we get like a course on good mistress etiquette? I was
Right,
like, that
though?
is crazy.
Well, I guess when you make someone sign an NDA.
And then it ends with them being like, no, Brian's okay with these Instagram stories being out there and these posts being out there because he wants Ruella to see it, because he wants Ruella to leave him.
Oh, yeah.
And it only looks like it's going to get even
And he
more.
gives that, like, I'm the mastermind. I'm playing all these, like, chess-like games.
Can we get a lawyer from Rhode Island to let us know how divorce works there? All right, so this was a really good episode for
Yeah.
Rhode Island. Honestly, I cannot wait for next week. Well, it's been fun. Thanks for listening to Reality in 5D with your host, Matt.
And Courtney.
Until next time.
Bye.
Bye.